guys, we are back. All right, let's jump right into men's basketball. This Saturday does not just mark the final regular season game, it also marks senior night for 4 Jayhawks, including Jamari Traylor, Hunter Mickelson, Evan Manning, and you guys know I am probably his biggest fan, Perry Ellis, will be saying goodbye to Allen Fieldhouse on Saturday. 2 of the Big 12's best will match up, though, and this Saturday at 3 p.m. Before we jump into thoughts on this game, guys, let's take a look back at this season for the Jayhawks. I cannot believe we are already into March, but what a season it has been.
And it started back at the United Center, the Champions Classic against Michigan State, and really the first half looked like KU was going to take that one, but the second half, Denzel Valentine from Michigan State completely took over that game. Finished with a triple-double.
Triple-double. Third one in Michigan State history,
right.
with Magic Johnson, the great Magic Johnson. So they were really in control with this game, and then they just lost it because Valentine couldn't be stopped at the end.
And Kansas, they've been struggling in that Champions Classic.
Every year.
I want to forget about last year, what happened against Kentucky.
Yep. They did beat Duke 2 years ago, though, with Andrew Wiggins. But this year and last year, they've struggled. And then, moving into January, they had 3 losses out of this 5-game set. They lost at home or on the road to West Virginia, Oklahoma State, and Iowa State.
All road games. We know they struggle on the road a lot.
Yeah, they weren't really in any of those games. But then, January 30th, they come home, play Kentucky.
College game
huge
day.
game. College game day
Rejuvenated
was there.
energy.
It turned the season around, and then you look back to Monday, they completely dominated Texas.
And since that Kentucky game, 10-game win streak really brought them a lot of momentum, and that earns them a #1 seed in the Big 12 tournament coming up the following week after this weekend, and they'll play the winner of Kansas State and Oklahoma State. So it could be a sunflower showdown in that second round.
It could be
matchup.
again. And that's always a little scary for a team who swept a team like Kansas has for K-State. They won both matchups, and so it's a little scary going into the tournament and you face them again, because it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
Exactly, it is. And even looking ahead at the NCAA tournament, where we are seated as 1 right now, and having the fear of possibly having to play the Shockers again, because that's what they're talking about
right now. They're projected as an 8th seed in KU's region.
Right. So. I mean, we do not even want to have that flashback from last year because that was definitely not a pretty way to go out.
Yeah, the Jayhawks didn't play very well in that game at all, and Fred VanVleet and Ron Baker, they just dominated the game. Those were the only 2 players Wichita State had and needed, and they were able to overtake the Jayhawks. So looking forward into tournament play, the Jayhawks have a chance. They just can't get matched up with a team like Wichita State again.
Right, exactly. All right, guys, so we looked ahead, but we still have a very big game on Saturday against Iowa State. As I mentioned, it is senior night, but we're playing a team that's kind of like our twin team.
Yeah, they have a lot of similarities. Gorgie Niang, he's kind of more of like a Perry Ellis type. Yeah. He can play the 3, 4, and 5 position, can really handle the ball well, make some plays down low. And Monte Morris kind of has the advantage out of all the point guards on the floor, can really run that offense and create a lot of plays on offense.
Yeah, and you talk about Iowa State, they have a lot to play for. Kansas doesn't.
Right.
You know, they've already wrapped up their 12th straight Big 12. They have the 1 seed in the Big 12 tournament. But Iowa State really wants to come into Allen Fieldhouse and win. They haven't done that in several years, so they really have the only thing to play for. So that could be scary for Jayhawk fans.
Right, guys, and we will be back on Monday to give you all the updates of what happened on Saturday on that senior night. Fortunately, though, the excitement is not going to stop. We are talking tennis when we come back. Hang with us, guys.
We'll be right back.